Hey everyone, my name's Carrie and I am the head of marketing here at Alby. Today I'm going to talk about an exciting new development in the AI and e-com space, and that is Amazon's Rufus. So Amazon rolled out Rufus, which is their AI-powered conversational shopping experience earlier this year as a beta test. So you may or may not have experienced Rufus at that point. But earlier this summer, Amazon actually announced that Rufus is now available to US customers in all Amazon shopping app experiences, and you can see Rufus as well on some of the desktop experiences. So, what is this Rufus all about? You can think of Rufus as your personal shopper on Amazon. You can ask Rufus questions and it will give you all the information you need about products. You can ask follow up questions if all the information isn't there, as well as tap on suggested questions based off your search history. So here at Alby, we've been developing our own AI-powered shopping assistant for about a year now. So we've been keeping a close eye on old Rufus. And Amazon's first experiment with Rufus actually involved embedding Rufus directly into the search bar experience. The way this works is that Amazon search bar at the top of their app now asks users to either search a product or ask Rufus a question. So if a shopper asks a question like, what are the difference between trail and road running shoes? Couldn't it be me because I'm not a runner? The Rufus chatbot pops up. It might provide some information, recommend some products, and then shoppers can keep the conversation going. Now, this is a concept that we call overloading the search bar. Amazon is repurposing this existing search infrastructure so that customers can not only look for products, but can now ask these long form type questions to Rufus. When we first started building Alby, we ran numerous tests on different AI shopping experiences, including the search bar overload concept. However, we found that customers rarely, if ever, use the search bar in this kind of way, even when prompted. We saw user engagement less than 1% for experiences like this. So, why do we think this is? It really comes down to muscle memory. Because the concept of search is so deeply ingrained in our minds since the early days of Google and e commerce, we've become so used to entering things like keywords or products into search bars and expecting the results to populate. The muscle memory is so real, y'all, and rewiring such ingrained behavior is very challenging, even for a player like Amazon. So this brings us to the other ways that shoppers are interacting with Rufus on the Amazon experience. You can see here two different ways Amazon or Rufus, appears, either in the search results or in product PDPs. You can see that there's always these kind of magical questions that are suggested by Rufus that customers can click on, and then Rufus will populate. You can ask follow-up questions, or you could select another pre-populated question to get all the information that you need. So when we think about what makes Rufus different, it really comes down to how Rufus is embedded into the user experience. Something that you will not see on Amazon are these little chatbots that we're seeing pop up on a ton of different e-commerce sites. You can see here on Best Buy, I have a shopping assistant here in the bottom right corner. Similarly on Warby Parker, in the Home Depot, we have a little chat agent that we can click on right here. The problem with these experiences and how we think about AI shopping assistants and not just customer support experiences is that chatbots just aren't very good at selling. So if you're looking for an AI shopping assistant, chatbots are probably not going to be the way to go. There's a couple of reasons why chatbots just aren't good salespeople. The first is that they're kind of just invisible. Going back to this Home Depot example, we can see this tiny little box on the right side here that most customers are going to miss. The next reason is that chatbots tend to be very service oriented. Up until this point, we know that we go to chat when we have a service problem. That's things like, where's my order? What's the return policy? You can see here on Warby Parker, a lot of the messaging is around, does Warby Parker accept my insurance? How do I submit my prescription? These are kind of table stakes service questions as opposed to a question that a shopping assistant would be asking in order to convert from browse to buy. And the last reason we think chatbots just aren't it, and I think we all low key know this, is that they're just kind of annoying. You can see in this Best Buy example that when I click on the chatbot and then minimize it, it doesn't necessarily hold all the information. And if I go back to it, sometimes the chatbots just take so long to load. And this video is in 2x speed, and I'm still waiting for my response. So the other kind of secret sauce we see in Amazon Rufus is what we're calling the magic questions. So you can see here on this product detail page, I'm looking through a lot of different information, a lot of kind of comparisons, and then I see another kind of Rufus placement on the directly on the PDP. You can see here, I could ask Rufus a question about this product, but Amazon has also generated 5 questions based off of what it thinks I'm looking for, whether that's based on my order history or my search history, or maybe questions I've been asking Rufus up until this point. This feature is really essential to the success of AI shopping assistants because what we've seen at Alby is the majority of customer questions are what we call latent, meaning customers kind of have these questions in the back of their mind that they need answered before buying, but they're not necessarily going to be able to articulate it to write it out. And let's just be real, I way rather click a button than type a long form question. It's just made for the lazy shopper. So these two elements, the embedded, very seamless experience, in addition to the predictive nature of these pre-generated questions, is really what Alby's generative Q&A, which I kind of see as a distant relative to Rufus, is all about. Here is Alby's generative Q&A widget that lives directly on product detail pages. Alby pre-generates 5 questions for every product in your catalog. After a customer selects a question, Alby will give the information and then generate more magic questions, or a customer can follow up with a free form question in the text field. So back to the Rufus of it all, you can see here in Amazon's press release that this Prime Day, not only did they have record-breaking sales numbers, but the Prime Day marked a significant kind of milestone for AI shopping experiences, with millions of shoppers being exposed to Rufus and, having Rufus guide them from browse to buy. So when it comes to the takeaways of this video and our Rufus kind of breakdown, it's really that Amazon and Rufus is setting the bar for online retailers when it comes to conversational AI and shopping experiences. But that being said, retailers should be very thoughtful about how they're putting these AI experiences on their website. Just kind of slapping a chatbot on and hoping for the best is not going to cut it. What we've seen over testing with millions of shoppers is that these embedded plus predictive AI experiences are really the way to go. These are the experiences that drive the most customer engagement and conversions and just give the overall most satisfying experience for the customer. And, Rufus's long lost cousin, Alby, our generative Q&A widget really enables this AI shopping experiences for non-Amazon retailers to harness the power of AI in order to delight their customers. So with that, thank you so much for listening to me share about Rufus, and I hope you come back to learn more about Alby and AI shopping experiences in the future. Thank you.